right, good day to you if you are watching anywhere from Nigeria or across the country. I welcome you to another section of smartphone graphic design. As you all know, my name is Simluluwa Adejuigbe, your coach. Today we'll be designing a quote flyer design. So it's simple quote flyer design. It's very simple. So let's get to business. Now we'll be using our size is 1280. That's the size we are using in pixel. That's the size we are using. So let's change the color to white. You should change your color to white background. We're using a white background. Alright, we have our white background ready. The next thing we are doing now is we are going to import a shape. Now we're importing a shape. Then we are going to change the color to what? Color blue. Then make sure you adjust this. Let's make sure you adjust it. Make sure you adjust it like this. Let me check the height. Listen for you so you will know. The height is 56 while the width is 87%. So make sure you do that. So now I want to give it a radius. We are giving it a radius of 10. Give it a radius of what? A radius of 10. Then the next step now is we are going to use our relative position, vertical and horizontal alignment. We position it to the center of the design box. So now we are going to lock that. Once you lock it, next thing is we tap on the shape. Then the next thing we are doing is we are going to add a shadow to it. So when you enable, we are using offset Y. We are going Y axis. Then we give it 5. Let's make it 5. So we have it like that. We've made it 5. So the next thing we are doing now, we want to add what? Our text. Come to the text tools, new text. But that's if you know the quote you want to. Maybe you capture the quote online and you know, okay, a quote by Nelson Mandela, a quote by Barack Obama, different kind of quotes. Maybe you captured it online, you copy, then you can paste it here and just edit the name under it. That okay, by Barack Obama, by Baz Media, by Shema Kide, all of that. You understand? So we are not doing that because we are not using anything. So we'll be using the quote from the application. So once we are here, you come to your quote icon there. So we are using under your quote icon. Sorry for that. It's a plane passing by. A airplane passing by. So under your quote functions, under my I have motivation, success, friendship, happiness, inspiration, positivity, and absurd. But we'll be using motivation. So I choose this. Then the next thing is we change the text color to what? To white. Like I was saying during the introductory class of this application, you cannot use a color that will be contrasting with other colors when you are designing. Just imagine me using black on this design. It is readable, but it is contrasting. It is not giving it an attractive audience. It is not attractive. You understand? So we are using white. Or just imagine me using red on it. You see, we could not read. It is very hard to capture what is there. So next thing is let's change it back to white. Then press mark. Then we go to our font tools. Whereby we choose the font we want. I'm using Keep Calm Medium. For this, but you can look for a font on your own Pixellab. You can look for a font on your Pixellab. Are you with me? You can look for a font on your Pixellab that you can use. That looks exactly like this. So the next thing we are doing is use your vertical and horizontal alignment. Are you with me? Vertical and horizontal alignment. So we have this positioned in the middle. You see it is readable like this, but not just to leave it like this, to make it more professional. Are you with me? To make it more professional, next thing we'll be adding motivational quote as the heading. So come to your new text, edit, motivational quote. Motivational quote. Okay, we have that. Now, at this point now, we won't be using white color. We'll be using what? Yellow color. Using a yellow color, you can use this, or I want to use this. So you can choose either of this color or this yellow color. So let's make it light a little bit, so we get what we want. So we have this yellow color already now. For those that might not get the exact color, to help you, you can just do something like this. Let me show you. The color code is FFD24A. That's the color code for color yellow. Should I come again? FFD24A. That's the color code for color yellow, a light yellow. So okay, we have that. Now we are changing this to what? A stylish what? Change to a stylish font. That's italic font, a stylish italic font. So I think I have one of my fonts here I should use. You can just check down at your place on your Pixellab. You will see fonts that you can use. Okay, I think I should use this. Okay, it's not readable. It's not readable. Okay, I got this. Please make sure the quote you wrote already, please lock it so it won't be disturbing you. It won't be moving here and there. So we have it right there, motivational quote. Then next thing is use your center alignment to center it back to the middle, to the center. Are you with me? So to be in the middle, use the center alignment. So we have motivational quote. Okay, always continue the climb. It is possible for you to do whatever you choose if you first get to know who you are and are willing to work with a power that is greater than yourself to do it. So alright, not just to leave it like this, we have to write the name of the person who thought of this code, who generated this code, who from his experience vetted the code. Are you with me? But now we did not know who generated this code. We'll be putting the name by Pixellab. You understand? So we'll do what? New text. Let me edit this. So the first thing you do is come here, minus, and you put space and write by Pixellab, space, then you put minus again. So we have it by Pixellab now. Then the next thing is we are going to what? Go to your font, choose, then you will use I'm using Next Art Regular for that. So look for a font that is a little bit tiny. Not too tiny, but a little bit tiny. Not too tiny, but a little bit. You can over there you can use Roberto Regular. Yes, use the font Roberto Regular. Use Roberto Regular for this. You can use it Roberto Regular for it. So now I want to position this to the middle. Let me check the size. I'm using size 25 for it. As you can see, I'm using size 25 for it. So you do what? You come here and lock it. So let me show you the size I use for the motivational this thing. I use size 65. The stylish font you are using, that is italic that you are using, you might not be able to use 65. Some of you might use 60 and some of you might be using 70. So let me make that clear to you. So also for the quote, let me show you the size I use. I use size 38. But if the font you are using, oh Jesus, the font you are using might be 40. You might use size 40 or size 42 to 45 or anything. It might be even be smaller than 38. But make sure it is not too small. It is readable. You understand? It is readable. It passes the information you want it to pass. You understand? Make sure it is readable. So now we have that. We are going to lock it all. So the next thing, you see the way it is. Now we are done with the motivational quote. We'll be having another motivational quote section, design section, whereby we'll be placing pictures of people who invented the quote, whereby we'll be placing other design resources on it to make it more beautiful. But for this is a simple motivational quote flyer design. So I say thank you for joining me in this section of this design class. I urge you to subscribe, like, and share. Also, I will see you in the next section of this design journey. Thank you. Have a nice day.